what I have found, especially in the last 2 to 4 years, is really the importance of structure, which I differentiate from time management. They're going to overlap. They dovetail for sure. So I have some thoughts about that. I think I've observed, listen, gone are the days, maybe not completely, but at least where I am, where if you want to learn about an animal, you go to the zoo. But if you want to learn about, well, I live near Philadelphia, so, people take field trips to like Independence Hall and, see the Declaration of Independence, and that's how you would learn about American history, or you'd go to Benjamin Franklin's house, things like this. That's not really what homeschooling is for the most part at this point, right? I mean, people can still do that, but because it's all online, right? And instead of going there, you go to some virtual website or something, and that's not a bad thing. I'm not criticizing that. It's just a different experience. So what I have found, and I've done 3-hour workshops on this, so you're going to get the very, very abstracted version of it, is I've identified 5 structures that you can kind of overlay and intertwine with the whole time management discussion we had before, that I think parents, facilitators, whatever, will find useful. So if you'll indulge me with that.
That'd be great.
So one is you have to have a physical structure that works for you. You know how many times I've had a parent call me up and say, Steve, little Peggy's the smartest girl in Harris County. Isn't there Harris County near you?
Harris County is downtown Houston.
My memory's still working.
You got it there.
She's the smartest little girl in Harris County. But I go in her room and she's doing homework on her bed. She's got the pillow there. She's got stuffed animals. She's got the radio on. She's got texting her friends. She's got this over here, this over there. There's no structure physically that's going to create the greatest success we want. So you have to be able to get that. You got to get a desk, not to be a perfect desk, like at least an open space, a decent enough computer. I mean, that's just unfortunately the reality today. Internet. So there's a physical component to what we need. Okay. Second one is academic. Something has to drive the academics. Okay. Now, in a lot of cases, people are buying curriculum, or they're buying resources like your sponsor, LearnWell. I imagine there's some curriculum that they can provide or something to help, right? So something has to drive the academics. In the old days, that was somewhat kind of the creativity of the homeschooling parents.
Hey,
let's learn math today because we'll get apples and we'll eat the apples. And if you have 8 apples and you eat 2, how many are left? I mean, that's obviously very, very rudimentary. But so we got a physical structure, we got an academic structure. Third one, which is what ties it in, is a time structure. You could have a great place to work. You'd have a good academic situation, but if your time management is bad, not as good. The fourth one is accountability. Who are you going to be accountable to? Now, in some cases, they're accountable to a curriculum. I have families I support and consortiums I support where the curriculum has deadline. Hey, this assignment's due by X day at X time. If it's not done, you get 10 points off or whatever. It may be a parent. It may be an instructor. In my role, I'm usually kind of teaching a topic the parents aren't capable of teaching. Intellectually, they just don't know the material. So you have an accountability piece. Who is holding the students responsible, and how do they show that they've done it? Then the last one, the last structure is support. Number 5 is support. I think it's important and super useful that when you do need help, it's not something you need to rush around and try to find right then.
Yes. That is
So even if you don't need it, and the analogy I use is who's your dentist before you get a toothache, right?
Right.
You don't want to be running around when you wake up in the middle of the night trying to find a dentist in I was going to say the yellow pages, but yeah, I'm showing my age really good now.
Google.
Right. So, but I think you understand where I'm going with it. Is if you believe some point you're going to need help with time management or math or history or Spanish or name it, try to get those resources in place before you need them.
Yeah.
Or find a place that you could get them on sort of a very low level, that when you need to accelerate or ramp up, you've got availability.